Hi there, welcome to Premier Presents. I'm president of Premier Speakers Sean Hanks, and we have a very fun guest with us today, Mr. Jeremy Britt, who is season 13 winner of The Biggest Loser. Jeremy, good to see you.
Nice to see you too, Sean.
Well, I'm going to jump right in. You lost statistically, right over 50% of your body weight, which was 399 pounds. Is that right?
399 pounds. No, that's a tremendous amount there, Sean.
Yeah.
199.
There you go. Okay. Yes.
Yeah. I lost 51.16%. I'm in like the top five of all time on the show, actually.
Amazing. Well, youngest winner in history of Biggest Loser. We're 22 at the time, 23 now. Just recently had a birthday, but everyone would ask the same question. What does that feel like? You truly are a different person today than you were a year ago, Jeremy.
Yeah, I mean the cliche of half the man he used to be is true, but definitely it's life changing as far as just lifestyle. I live a much more active life now than I was before, and that's what it has to be in order for you to move on from the show and going back into your day-to-day life. You have to make a lifestyle change to keep at it.
Oh, well, I'm sure that's the case. You told me we caught you just fresh from the gym, so you're still in your t-shirt and shorts probably.
Yeah, right here, MVP gym. That's where I train at. So I still go there every day. Everybody's like, "Are you gonna move to California? Are you gonna do this?" I'm like, "I'm not an actor. Like, I'm a normal person." So I still stay in the same neighborhood. It's a small town, and nothing's changed for me. I train at the same gym, and I'm still doing my day-to-day life.
Yeah. Well, speaking of your day-to-day life, that has changed pretty drastically, though, in terms of what you're doing now professionally, which is speaking to a number of events and just using your story and the notoriety that you've achieved to challenge people. What does that look like, using your story to inspire others?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I am 23 years old, like you had said, and the youngest person ever to win the show, and I have a story to be told. I gained weight, and I went through a life-changing event, and I helped find myself along that way, and I helped run into I ran into obstacles along the way, and at the same time I was able to overcome them. So for me, it's just about sharing that with others, and I am so true to that person that's like, oh, what's the sense in working out? I'm already this big. What's really going to happen? Am I really going to be able to start running and stuff like that? I am that person who was Debbie Downer about the whole working out thing. Like, now I'm like the perfect testament to, like, if you wake up early and you start your day with a workout, you're energized for the day. Like, I was the biggest disbeliever in that one too, and then I actually did it, and it's like I believe in that stuff now, and it's like I definitely have an audience out there that is just like me. I can guarantee you that, and I definitely can help these people to be motivated into just whatever it is they want. Even if it's not weight loss, you know what I mean? Whatever your motivation is, I am somebody who had a goal and was very focused and deliberate at achieving that goal, and that's what I did.
Yeah. Well, Jeremy, your passion and energy shines through, and I think you were well known on the show for being the life of the party to some degree, and had a great sense of humor. It's hard not to ask, what is that? What we see is certainly different than what happens. I mean, it was several months of your life edited down to some TV shows, but what are some insights that maybe we wouldn't know about the show? Just as viewers, what are some things behind the scenes that would surprise us? Maybe
much funnier than they make me out to be. That in real life. No, I mean, what you don't see behind the scenes that a lot of people don't really get is that those workouts are the only thing on the show that's not really edited. Those are shot straight through.
Mm-hmm.
They're 3 to 4 hours of just straight working out, no breaks, no nothing. And then when the trainers leave, the working out doesn't stop. You keep working out on your own. And for the most part, what people can see from the show is that we all have trainers, we all have a nutritionist. They help guide you. But it's really what you do when the trainers leave and the nutritionist leaves that helps make you stand out from the others. And that's what helped me to win, was just when the cameras left and the trainers left and the nutritionist left, what did I do with my free time? I wanted to make the most of it, and that's what made me win the show.
Yeah. Well, it's certainly inspirational, and as we mentioned, you're now available to speak and are doing quite a bit of it. So many events have attendees from all walks of life. Some, like you said, struggle with weight, but others struggle with how do I motivate myself to make that other phone call or send that email. What's one or two kind of nuggets that you use from just your experience that you use to challenge crowds of organizations and events?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what I use for me is definitely, hard work. That's just something that seems so simple. If you work at it, it will happen. I was the person who before would work at it hard for about a month and then I'd give up. And then I was like, oh, I'm like throwing a pebble into an ocean. It's not making a difference here.
Yeah.
And then I realized that if you keep at it, it will pay off. So just being very persistent, and then it's about setting goals. I set a goal for myself, and I wanted to achieve that goal. So I put everything I had into it to making sure that at the end of the day, I always stayed focused on what that goal was. When you're on a reality show, if you will, they try and surround you with drama situations to make you get frustrated. But at the end of the day, you have to remember that what you went there for was the weight loss, and that was your goal. So at the end of the day, the money, the prizes, the challenges, they didn't really mean anything. It was just about my personal goal of the weight loss.
Wow. Well said. Well, your life is definitely different today than it was a year ago, as you and I have kind of chatted about offline. But we're excited to have you available to organizations to speak. You have an amazing story to tell. Youngest winner of Biggest Loser, season 13. But just an amazing guy on top of that, and excited that you're out there and available to challenge organizations. And want to let people.
I'm very excited to be available. I definitely like I chatted with you about. I never went on the show with my goal or dream or career path to be speaking, but it doesn't mean that I can't do it, and it doesn't mean that my story's not just as good as everybody else's.
Sure.
Because this wasn't my career path doesn't mean that my story is not just as important as everybody else's. And I feel like I'm somebody who has a great niche as far as being the youngest person ever. That allows me to talk to kids and colleges and stuff like that, as well as I was working a corporate job before I went on the show. So I knew the aspect of sitting in a cubicle all day and your highlight of your day being lunchtime where you eat unhealthy things. I got that aspect of the show too, as well as being a college student on top of it. I fit into a lot of different categories to where I know the struggles that being overweight causes in both career path, employment, school, and as well as just your everyday life and your social life with friends and family.
Well, that's well said, and on top of it, just an amazing guy to begin with, because we all hope that in a similar situation we'd have the courage and oomph to get it to go, but it's certainly a challenge for sure. Yeah.
Definitely. I appreciate it, Sean.
Well, Jeremy, like I said, we caught you coming in from the gym, so your life is different today. You've got more things to juggle than ever, so I promised that we wouldn't keep you long. I wanted to let everyone watching know there are several links underneath this video, even on this video. You can click to get a little bit more information about Jeremy and learn more about him speaking and some different ways to connect to us to bring him into your event. If you're a university or an association, a corporate group, he'd be a great fit to challenge your guys. So, Jeremy, thank you so much, my friend. You've got more things to do, but we appreciate the time you've given us today.
Thank you, Sean.
Have a great afternoon.
Yeah, you too.